Hi all, my name is Ann Kodiga. I am the ASG Vice President this year. I am a senior majoring in communication and minoring in urban education. And I'm going to spend today just chit-chatting about ASG, about SCU, and I can answer any questions, or I'll try to answer any questions about SCU that I can for you today. So as you can imagine, ASG is a bit different this year because of the virtual platform that we're on. But I am very proud of how ASG has adapted as a whole to meet the student needs during such a critical and just different, unique time. Not everything we've been doing this year is COVID related at all, but just some of the things that we've worked on was pushing for free testing on campus for students, staff, and faculty. And we started that in the fall, and it worked out, and now there's increased testing too, as well as the community development team. They converted their educated partier program to the educated pandemic program to help educate students on how to keep their house safe from COVID. Okay, I just referenced the community development team, and that is a branch of ASG, and all of the different branches can be a bit confusing. So I'm just going to give a small breakdown of the different teams within ASG so you can see where you can get involved. Senate is the largest branch of ASG. There's about 25 to 30 senators. And these positions are both class positions as well as at-large positions. And these at-large positions deal with different student issues that affect student life on campus. For example, we have a senator at-large for sustainability. She's awesome. And we also have, there's a transfer senator as well, in addition to the class senators. For first-year senators, you'd be able to run for a first-year Senate position when you come to campus in the fall. So the next branch we have is community development, and this is the branch I joined when I transferred to SDU my sophomore year, and I love community development. I reference them when I talked about the educated pandemic program. They do a lot of off-campus life programs as well as get out the vote efforts in different forms of civic engagement. They also have 2 first-year chair positions, so there are spots for first years on there to really connect with the community and get other first years involved with campus life. Then we have judicial branch, and they are our bylaw people. And our bylaws are is basically the ASG Constitution, and they are great for any questions about amending the bylaws, making changes to ASG, etc. Then we have the PR team, and the public relations team has been phenomenal this year with getting the ASG efforts out into the general student body. They run our Instagram as well as run our weekly emails and send those out. And then we have finance. Those are the money people. They are brilliant, and they know everything about allocations for ASG as well as student organization funding. There's really a very comprehensive amount of teams for ASG. So there's something for everyone, and there's always going to be spots for transfer students or first years on every committee as well. Okay, so I just talked. You may have questions, you may not have questions, but I need to go do some school. I'll be back on here in a couple hours, and I will do some more talking about my experiences transferring to Santa Clara, how I've loved my Santa Clara University experience, as well as more information about ASG initiatives and how to get involved on campus with other student organizations as well. Okay, I forgot to say this, but I'll put a question thing right here. I hope it goes there. I'm not very Instagram fluent, so I'm really learning. But there's going to be a question thing here. Please let me know if you have any questions about SCU or ASG that I can try and answer. All right, we're back, and I'm sitting in the sun, and I'm in Santa Clara right now, and it's probably 70 degrees. So it's a very gorgeous day. As I mentioned before, I transferred to Santa Clara after my first year of college. I am from Santa Cruz, which is like 45 minutes away from Santa Clara, and I wanted a big school with tons of school spirit that was far away and would just be a totally different experience. So I went to the University of Wisconsin in Madison, and it was great, but it was just not for me. And I really, this huge school size, there's 30,000 students in Madison, so just so ginormous that I knew I wanted to be at a smaller school. And Santa Clara really felt like the right choice, and I know it's the right choice. I wouldn't change my decision at all now. I love the small class size. You really get to know all of your professors, and you get to know everyone in your class. Even it's a little different on Zoom, but still it's nice to not feel like you're in a huge group of like 150 kids in a class. And then also just like the small-ish campus of being able to walk around and run into people throughout the day that you recognize. It's nice to see familiar faces throughout the day and really just meet people in such an easy way when you're at a smaller school like Santa Clara. Okay, I did not leave Wisconsin because of the weather, but sunshine in February is a very nice perk. Getting involved with ASG right when I came to Santa Clara as a sophomore was key in my transition to the school and feeling comfortable and involved with the campus. I was on the community development team, which there's about 7 people, and I was the Spirit and Traditions chair. So we planned some really fun events, started this thing called Bronco Friday, just to increase school spirit. Just had a lot of fun, but I met some of my like closest friends that to this day that I met on that team when I first started as a sophomore. So just getting involved, knowing what's going on campus through ASG, but then also getting to meet friends and plan things with people who are very different than you, but also have a shared vested interest in improving the campus experience for all Broncos was a major thing for me. Okay, I'm going to answer this question. My favorite project that I've worked on is something called Safe Walk that we're hoping to launch when everyone returns for in-person instruction. And it's essentially a student-run initiative to keep each other safe and make sure there's always someone to walk you home. All right, this is an awesome question. I prefer the quarter system over the semester system, having had both, just because I get to take more classes. And yes, it is fast, but you really stay engaged with your classes because of the speed. I've personally had overwhelmingly positive experiences with my professors here. Because of the small class size, you really get to know your professor and vice versa. They're very helpful in office hours, and it's not daunting to go because they know who you are from class. Okay, I'm wrapping things up, but thank you all. If you made it through all of these, or if you watched just a bit of it all, thank you. I'm going to link, or I'll put my email, as well as our ASG Instagram, as well as our ASG President and Vice President Instagram. So please reach out if you have any questions at all about ASG or about Santa Clara. We'll get back to you ASAP. So happy Tuesday, and thank you all.